Hi, I'm Eric Paulson, and it's an honor to represent Minnesota's 3rd Congressional District. For too long, Washington has been on the wrong track, and that's why I'm leading an effort to pass bipartisan solutions to make a difference for our community. I've taken the lead on anti-sex trafficking and anti-human trafficking legislation, which is so important in saving lives. A lot of people don't realize it, but sex trafficking is an issue that not only happens in faraway countries, it's happening right in our backyard. I've taken the lead in the House in passing bipartisan legislation and authoring bills to help save the lives of a lot of 12, 13, and 14-year-old girls. We also need a stronger economy, and one way to get there is to making sure we're helping the unemployed, and we have too many people now who are working part-time that want to work full-time. One of the best ways to lead to a stronger, healthier economy is to help make sure we have tax reform and also make sure we are fixing Washington's wasteful spending and getting our country's fiscal house in order. Our tax system today is too costly, too complex, and takes too much time to comply with. Actually, 9 out of 10 Americans today either actually have to hire someone to do their taxes or purchase the financial software to complete their taxes. That's not a tax code that's designed to help hardworking taxpayers. That's a tax code that's designed to help accountants, tax planners, and high-priced lawyers. I am for simpler, more fair, and more competitive tax reform so we can actually grow jobs and create a healthier economy. In the area of health care reform, I do believe we need to have patient-centered, consumer-driven health care that actually lowers costs. I'm also working to make sure that you can keep your doctor and you can keep your health plan because that's what's promised to you. And we need to repeal the medical device tax, an onerous tax that was included in the President's new health care law. It's resulted in the loss of thousands of jobs, and it's impacting Minnesota in particular because of our med tech industry, where we have been an American success story. And finally, I'll mention on the issue of immigration. The immigration system in America is broken, it's hurting our economy, and it's locking out the next generation of innovators. We need to make sure we are attracting the brightest minds, the hardest workers, and we need to make sure that we are securing our borders. I'm working on a lot of these different issues to make progress on behalf of my constituents and on behalf of yourselves. Always know that I have an open door. I look forward to the opportunity to keep representing you, and I would appreciate your support.
Hello, I am Sharon Sund, and I am a scientist, a mother, a businesswoman, and a community advocate, running for Congress to represent all the citizens of the 3rd Congressional District. I am running to make sure every voice counts in the development of federal policies and legislation that affect our daily lives. As your future Congresswoman, I will make 9 commitments to tell you where I stand on issues, and you can count on me to keep these commitments. Many people fought for me to have the opportunities I have had. This drives my commitments. 1, I am committed to fighting for investments in early childhood family education, to making college and trade school affordable, and to meeting the funding obligations of special education. Ultimately, our children are our job creators. Investing in early childhood family education yields an 8-fold return. It also prepares our children for global leadership in the 21st century. 2, I am committed to the development of a renewable energy economy and a sustainable energy future. As a scientist in the early 80s, I worked in the renewable energy field for one of Minnesota's greatest entrepreneurs. Moving from carbon-based fuels to renewable sources and systems is so exciting to me because it will result in new industries and thousands of jobs right here in Minnesota. The company 10K Solar is an example of this in the 3rd Congressional District. Just as Minnesota was a leader in the computer and medical fields, I commit to helping us lead in the renewable energy field. Conservation and a sustainable energy future is the legacy of that our generation leaves for our children, and it is the most significant step we can take, not only to reduce the threat of global climate change, but also for our national security. 3, I am committed to fighting for accessible, effective, and affordable health care for all. As a community activist, I participated in building a coalition of community leaders, faith leaders, parents, teachers, labor leaders, and allies across the state. And I worked tirelessly for improved health care affordability and access. Here in Minnesota, after implementing the Affordable Care Act, we have the second lowest cost for insurance in the nation, and 95% of our citizens are insured. Yet Medicare is still at risk, although medical costs are contained for now. There is great concern about future costs. My solution is to open up Medicare to our young people and our businesses. This will keep Medicare solvent for our seniors and the disabled and secure it for future generations. 4, I am committed to keeping Social Security solvent. Social Security is the bedrock of retirement income for our senior citizen. It also helps provide working families with disabled members much needed support. I have worked with many good, hardworking families who depend on the support and dignity provided by Social Security and Medicare. Social Security is totally funded by the hardworking families of this great country, and I am committed to keeping Social Security solvent for this and future generations. I am committed to comprehensive tax reform. I'd like to make the payroll tax holiday permanent for working families through restructuring the payroll tax system. I will work to end tax loopholes that allow corporations to wiggle out of their responsibilities. I will also work to relieve the tax burden on businesses so they can continue to grow and flourish. 6, I am committed to protecting workers' rights and fighting for livable wages for workers. 7, I am committed to equal rights for all, including women, minority groups, and the LGBTQ community. 8, I am committed to working hard for and representing all constituents. 9, in all these, I am committed to fighting for the interests of people over the interests of corporations. Thank you for listening to my message. I promise to listen to you, and please vote for me on November 4th. Thank you.